So I guess you can just press the run fast button and then they go in.
I think for Bro, you know, punishing the Orianna early is definitely something you can do. Otherwise, you kind of just disengage.
It comes down. There's the Emperor's Divide as well as Gideon looks for the knock up onto Yukal as Willa just has no idea which direction he wants to go. Yukal just barely walking his way out. The flash has to be employed here by Roamer as now Willa still very healthy. Flag and drag doesn't quite land there, but Willa is still. Let's have a look at this one more time as Gideon is the one that we're going to be focused on.
Yeah,
oh,
nice
good flash, yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what I think happened? I think it was the terrain of the Emperor's Divide. I think that's what actually happened, is he was like pathing on that. And that's why it looked
developing later on into the game. Right now, we have a dragon being taken. First Cloud Drake is going to be secured here by the Bros by the looks, unless Willa can come in and make something of it. So they're going to take the Nico for a walk, and now Andal is in so much trouble. Yeah, he's very dead. Just not a whole lot he can do about that, as the Drake is going to be taken down, and then the spectators are just going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, Gideon is just on this. Willa is rotating over, though, and Andal is in a pretty good position. Pop Blossom just started here, but in goes Gideon. That's just going to be his go button flash out from Yukal as Teddy takes down this Nico. Public execution is great, though, as Rich gets into a good spot, but Casting will catch up to this Vi and take him down. No junglers on the map, but Bros are all over this Drake, and will still be able to secure it. And what's our soul? 26 out of 16. Wow, they were really making us win. I knew it. Like, I knew it, man. And, ooh, they're going to take Andal for a walk once again. Shapesplitter comes through, but he doesn't manage to land the snare. The Blooming Burst is just going to be enough to get them out of there, though. As now Willa to move over towards Casting. Cease and Desist isn't up, but they should be able to just guarantee this turret, as Willa is just going to be fighting this Gwen wherever he can. Needlework comes out, and that is going to be enough for them as Yukal coming on over. Andal is just dead as the Cataclysm comes down. Pop Blossom going to do nothing at all. Shockwave picks up two of them, but Yukal is still going to go to the Death Chamber, and DRX are just being led around the map, and the Bros are telling them where to go. So they do manage to take that one down, but we're going to check out this replay here as Gideon, he spots a target, and he says, you know what, I'm just going to kill Andal first, and then immediately follow up onto Yukal as well. I mean, Casting's got a lot of things, okay? Gadgets. Yeah, I'm still thinking about Harry Potter, so I was like, it's a collection of Horcruxes. But it's not. He's not Tom Riddle. Okay. Is this going to be a third dragon for the Bros?
It is just a Chemtech Soul. I mean, the healing and shielding is nice on all of these champions, but you don't need to send the entire game on this. They are using the
Kanavi tech. The Kanavi tech. Well, it should just be that this dragon is taken down as Andal does just get into it. There we go, see? It's the Kanavi tech utilized beautifully, this time to disengage into zone, but he's also going to be able to get a charge. Look at that, and now he's possibly dead.
Very dead.
Could he have chosen not to pop out right there?
Yeah.
He used all of his playing super well in the last game, I guess.
This one's been a little bit of a rough one, and I think we're seeing he got 160 gold from the plates.
Yeah.
And Teddy got 150 gold for killing him.
Oh, there you go. Well, now Roamer is golden. Let's see whether he can survive, as Pop Blossom does pick up at least one of them. Roamer going to be taken out here as Jiu's on the board. Casting, though, getting amongst it. And Gideon is going to survive. The flash from Jiu is actually denied by the flash out of Gideon. And the Bros just have all the answers today.
Okay, I know I said that Willa should just ult someone, right?
Yes.
5 people on the enemy team. Why do you pick the one with the Seeker's Arm Guard? That's all I'm going to say.
Well, because he was there.
Okay, but there was other people.
No, they weren't there yet. They weren't there yet. That's why he picked. He just said, you know what, we got to send it.
Okay, well, they're gonna lose Baron.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a great idea.
Where you explode your first target super fast, and you still have cooldowns for subsequent targets.
Oh, Rich actually looking for a little bit of a follow-up here onto Gideon. He takes a fair bit of damage as Redemption comes down. Rich now looking in trouble as he does have to flash away to the out of the Cataclysm. Does have the public execution available, and Casting's ult is now on cooldown. Shockwave hits 3, is into the backline. Dances Rich, the Emperor's Divide doesn't find too much joy, but it lands on top of Jiu, has to ult, does find the kill onto Roamer, and immediately the top and 80 carry fall down for DRX, and now they have to scatter to the wind once again. It's just an advantageous trade for the Bros, and they're looking for even more. Oh no, the Vault Breaker doesn't quite land. Boomerang Blade to finish off the target. And Civil looking like a poke champion in this game as Teddy manages to find the beautiful angle, and that is 3 for 1 yet again.
The engage was a little bit scuffed from
Manages
DRX.
to get the finish off on to the Vi. So 6-0 and 4. 4 items done here for Teddy. This should be soul point over to the bros as Rich is just going to wander in. See whether that's going to work out as Willer over the top. See whether they can deny this dragon. DRX still looking for a fight. Oh no! The blast going into disaster as Andel's going to get taken down. Willer with a cease and desist, but they will not agree to do that. Shockwave connects onto one just to disengage. The Void here in our first best of 5 of Super Week. Oh, okay, Namgung is likely to be dead. There he is.
Okay, actually got a shutdown there as well. Oh no.
He's gonna die. However, he did get what he wants, which is a kill onto an enemy champion.
And a lot of gold, so that's something. You need to explode someone in an isolated spot.
Well, right now, the bros just looking at this Baron, and is already down to 50% health. Willer looking worse for wear as well as the poke is raining down. Let's see whether he can get himself a steal as Gideon decides that they do not want to give them that option. Andal in a bit of trouble here as Gideon flashes after him. The Pop Blossom connects onto only one. Cease and desist onto Teddy. He goes down to the GA. It's now Giu getting amongst it. He breaks his arm guard. Rich still trying to dance around the fight, and the Shockwave is fantastic. Rich now gets on top of the priority targets, and Roma likely to go down, but the rest of the team are already dead. Flash out of the way, and Rich just has to watch on as the bros are able to tidy up this Baron, most likely as a result.
Honestly, a massive effort from DRX, but there's just too much of a difference in terms of gold and too many carries on the side of the bros. Rich is going to try here.
I don't know about this one. Gideon's there with Smite, so I just don't think this is going to happen. Still, he is going to try his darndest to take them down as he gets the more of Mount Mortia's shield, Mega Cone to get himself out of there. And
a lot of value from those shields, a lot of value from the Gwen. Gwen basically untouched in the fight.
Oh, man. Giu hasn't done a massive amount of damage. Teddy certainly has. Gideon gets on top of Willer, and he's going to be able to Mega Cone his way out. Pop Blossom, delivery into the backline, and there is no follow-up. So it is just a dead Andal. At least Willer is going to survive, but this should mean that the Chemtech Soul will go over to the bros.
On a Gwen as well.
Oh dear. Yeah, that is, it was difficult to kill any of them to begin with, and now it's even more difficult. Namgung also has an AoE shield, so Chemtech Soul kind of underrated here for the bros in this composition, as at least DRX got a crab. Now they're probably going to lose Baron, as the bros, they know that Andal is dead for another 3 seconds. He's not going to be here as a 4v5 as Yukal now finding himself in an uncomfortable spot. Voidseeker is going to connect onto casting as Rich just trying to dance his way out. Does throw down the ulti just to become unstoppable, but it's not going to save him, although he does actually get out and make sure that his AD carry dies in the meantime. Gideon now just flags, drags, gets himself out, and they should be able to block Willer as well, who's in a weird position on the map. And now Yukal is just going to get run down by a job, and Shockwave does absolutely nothing, and Willer is very dead. Teddy able to solo him out there towards the top side of the map, and DRX are just falling apart at the seams. This game was already real difficult, but now I think it's over.
Yep, they were looking for desperate plays. You saw there, Willer was trying to find a flank angle to look for the steal. Teddy found him and just ulted him down. Gideon is just destroying people. Solo killed Yukal there.
Rich is level 19. He's very close to level 20, actually. Is casting quite far away from that point.
Oh, and all the damage taken.
Oh, man.
You were not much behind, though, honestly.
Okay, we were doubting his performance. That is incredible amounts of damage taken for him.
I love how Rich has less damage taken than Andal and Giu. Like, you think of Rich as being able to just bear the brunt of so many attacks. No, it's the bot lane.
Yeah. I'm going to put that in the comms column for DRX. I don't think that is where you want your damage taken numbers to be. But Rich does at least have, 3 items. That level 20 is getting closer and closer.
He's now level 20.
There it is.
There you go.
All right, Andal is now going to take a walk as a melee minion. Let's see whether they can find it as Willer gets into that backline. Looks for Teddy. There's a killer instinct. The avoidance of the wall is pretty good here by Giu. Does find himself going golden. Shockwave does absolutely nothing as finally Teddy goes down. But the 80 carries are traded, and there are still way more carries here on DRX. And once again, Rich is the last man standing. And if he had have tried to fight, I think he wouldn't have been standing for very long. And so the bros just going to march these minions towards this inhibitor and probably towards the Nexus as the flag teleport comes through from Roma. He's got a really cool hat, the sorting hat perhaps, to keep the Harry Potter theme going here towards the end of this game. As the bros, they're going to tie up the series. We've got at least 4 games in our